Alright, so I wanted to make a little video of the sitting position I've been trying. I'm actually kind of excited about it. The line between what parts of my life are the book and what parts are just me are a little bit blurry, because they just overlap. You know, when I'm working on the book, I'm working on my own playing and myself. But one of my goals, and I'm going to post some pictures as well underneath this post, has been to find a more ergonomic seating position. And the idea is that rather than, if I were to pull the guitar out briefly, rather than to bring my body to the guitar in some way, I'm trying to find a position that brings the guitar to me and that doesn't involve me holding it up in any way. So here is what I've come up with. I put buttons for straps on here and on here. So there's actually the pickup where I put the pickup in for my plugging it in, and then there's the strap. And then obviously I'm using a guitar strap. I have the sticky pads on both legs, which you can't really see in the video, but if I step up a little bit, they're kind of on there. And so what happens is I set the left side and the right side on the guitar. So I just sit with my legs, out, right? And of course the cat pants. And both sides of the guitar touch the legs, and so that's part of what holds the guitar up. And then also the sticky pads create some friction so that the guitar doesn't slide around in this, and for that matter any other position I choose. And then what I do is then the guitar rests on the chest, right? And so like I find just a relaxed position, like every time, and regularly throughout when I practice, I just kind of move around, and then I just let myself fall back to relax. And when I'm relaxed, it's when kind of, without getting too deep into the weeds of the science, it's like when gravity and all the muscles in your body kind of align, for lack of a better word. So like at this point right now, there isn't really a lot of muscular exertion holding me upright. I'm kind of just like right now I'm like leaning forward, and right now I'm leaning backwards. So I just find that center area, and I just relax. I bring the guitar to me, and then so now there's 3 points of contact: 2 legs, the chest, and then the guitar strap wraps around the back, and so the back creates another point of contact that holds it up. And then it's also held up by the straps in both ends, and then the bottom, I let the strap wrap around the butt of the guitar a little bit so that the strap also holds it up and creates another point of contact. And so the idea here is that I don't have to hold the guitar at all. In other positions, I've had to squeeze a little bit with the legs, and then I set the guitar up, and this is definitely part of the book. And this isn't, what I'm about to say isn't the only way one needs to or should or whatever plays guitar. It's about setting the guitar up to choose how you want to play and understanding why. And so what I've done is I've taken the guitar and I've raised the angle quite a bit like a cello, so I'm sitting more cello-like. And then I've also taken it and I've moved the angle a little bit like this. And so that way what I can do is, without having to do any of this or any of this or anything, I can just pretty much raise my hand up and get there. I do have to do a little bit of lifting of the whole arm up, but not much. I'm still experimenting with my strap has a bunch of different holes on it, so I can refine the length. So I can maybe lower it a bit so that I wouldn't have to reach up. But if I lower it too much, then it's a little bit harder to access everything here, because I want to be able to play bright down here and get warm up here. And so I've set my position up as kind of a compromise between both hands. The reason that I lean the guitar back and tilt it a little at this angle is so that it's easier for me to wrap around. Whereas like in the old position, which I'm going to roughly imitate, it's like you kind of had to like get over the guitar. Whereas like here, with it kind of angled a little bit, I can sort of just stay natural. And with this arm, I can just move back and forth as opposed to doing any of this and this. And it works quite well. The other thing too is that if you look, the back of the guitar has a lot of space. Oop, I just scared my, I just, sorry, I didn't mean to knee you in the face, Charlotte, I'm sorry. So the back of the guitar has a lot of space in it, and I think that is adding to the sound. I used to think that was kind of bunk, and it might just be that the way I'm playing the guitar has improved, and so my sound is getting better, but I do think that giving that back room, the back of the guitar, some space to vibrate, creates just like this nice big fat sound. And the last thing I'd say with the right hand is that because it's sort of angled, you know, this way, and like, so if this was like flat, it's sort of angled like so this is the neck, this is the guitar, it's sort of tilted and then down. And so what happens is I can kind of let the whole arm come in and displace the strings. And because the whole arm, the weight of the whole, like I'm almost kind of pressing, it's like I'm using this joint to press in, and so because I'm doing that, it pushes the strings more in everything that I do, and then that in turn makes the sound, what's basically happening is the bridge moves like this kind of, and then that moves the whole guitar, and so I'm getting a much larger sound with that. I can also move with the music too if you watch. With this setup, it's a little bit easier for me to move with it.